Alright, welcome to the Critical Focus channel, Tabletop Scaling. I'm here to guide you through a first look on the new rival deck coming out. BEASTBOUND Assault. The Gnarlwood is a dangerous and terrible place where everything wants to eat you. The inhabitants, the warbands, and even the trees themselves. But for Warhammer Underworlds warbands, the BEASTBOUND Assault deck can team up with creepy crawlies and frenzied omnivores to make someone else the Gnarlwood's prey. So, according to this article here on Warhammer Community, it's a aggro deck. This new rival deck contains no spells, gambits, and is useful for any warband no matter what their stance on the application of the arcane arts, where Fearsome Fortress focused on the control playstyle. BEASTBOUND Assault lives up to its name, raw aggression with tactical flexibility provided by the various denizens that populate the Gnarlwood. Alright, so like a second aggro deck then, because Tooth and Claw is obviously very aggressive as well. Let's look at the cards we are shown so far. So first up we have Blossoming Friendship, which means that you choose a friendly fighter with no tokens. So you can't have any move tokens, guard tokens, or stag tokens. Give that fighter one denizen upgrade from your hand. This doesn't cost any glory. Then give the chosen fighter one charge and one stagger token. Doesn't really seem like a good deal to me, but there might be some searches or whatever that kind of depends on you having a lot of denizen upgrades on fighters, I don't know. Then we have a reaction called Amblebone Flutes, Flute, singular. After this fighter's activation, give this fighter a charge token, then reveal cards from the top of your power deck, one by one until you reveal a denizen upgrade. Add that card to your hand. Then, or if you didn't reveal a denizen upgrade, place the reveal card in your power deck and shuffle that deck. No idea how strong it is. Probably most of the cards in the upgrade pile will be denizen cards here, but you just keep revealing until you have a denizen upgrade, so not all that strong really. You give a charge token also after this reaction, but so if you do it on a fighter that's already charged, it's fine, I guess. Not terribly strong. Then we have the upgrade Ever Hungry Fiend. It's a denizen upgrade. You cannot give this to a fighter in your territory, but it doesn't break if you enter your territory. So you have to be in no man's land or enemy territory when you play the card, but it doesn't go away when you re-enter your own territory, basically. When this fighter makes an attack action that targets an adjacent fighter, this fighter is considered to have one additional supporting fighters. Not all that strong, but there is a search later on that kind of synergizes with this. Then we have Inspiring Mascot. You cannot give this to a leader or a large fighter at the end of the action phase. Heal one this fighter and then push this fighter up to 1x. So we have a couple of cards that heal one at the end of action phase, and we also have like something like a Quickened Greaves, right, that lets you push at the end of the action phase or at the beginning. This does both, so pretty nice combo there, although the caveat that you can't give it to a 5+ wound fighter or a leader. Then we also get to see a couple of objectives here. Keen Collector. Of course, in end phase, if a surviving friendly leader has 3 or more denizen upgrades. Seems like a tall order, and it's only for leaders. I probably wouldn't play it unless you're playing a team with a really strong leader. Something like with at least 5 wounds and 2 dodge, or something with 6 or more wounds, I guess. Then we have, or someone playing really passively, like a team that resurrects fighters or something like that. Then we have Loyal Allies. It's a search duel, scores immediately after an attack action if a friendly fighter's attack or defense roll included one or more single supports or full supports, and one or more of those symbols was a success. So that synergizes back with the Ever Hungry Fiend. It's decently scoreable, I guess. Savage Their Eyes is a ploy we get to see as well. Choose an enemy fighter within 2 hexes of one or more friendly fighters that are beast, companions, minions, and or have 1 or more denizen upgrades. -1 dice from attack actions made by the chosen fighter. This effect persists until the end of the round, or until after the chosen fighter's next attack action. Given that it can just go away after 1 round, I don't really fancy that ploy. It's not all that strong. It's just for 1 fighter. And then we have Vicious Critters, which is a domain card. Range 1 attack actions other than scything actions made by beasts, companions, minions, and or fighters with 1 or more denizen upgrades have Grievous 1. It's okay, I guess. Grievous is fine, and if you're throwing a lot of dice around, it persists until the end of the round or until another domain gambit is played. So that's what we know so far. It doesn't seem super strong, so I would venture to say that's probably a middle of the road kind of a deck. It's probably not as strong as Fearsome Fortress by the looks of it so far, but they might not show the strongest cards here, so we really don't know. So we'll be excited to see how it turns out when we have the full scale of things here. So yeah, make sure to like the video. hit the bell button, leave a comment as towards your thought upon this deck and Warhammer Underworlds in general, and subscribe as well. Take care. Bye.